Hello, you're listening to WBCR 90.3 FM Beloit, and this is Beloit Circus Jams, hosted by yours truly, Julianna. I hope you enjoyed this week's microdose of the chaos that is my friends and their music taste. And this week's guest is one of our co-producers, Kale.
Yo.
Would you like to introduce yourself and tell us what we're going to listen to?
Hi, I'm Kale. I've been gone for so very long. We've recently started a YouTube channel to document all of our radio shows, all the recent ones. So if you guys haven't checked that out, I don't remember what it's called. It's your personal YouTube, right?
It is my YouTube channel, yeah.
So, if you want to stalk Julianna a little bit and listen to any radio show recordings that you've missed, or, you really liked the lineup that week, you can go check it out.
There's also links to the YouTube page on Instagram.
There you go. There are links to the YouTube page on Instagram.
Which is at Beloit_Circus_Jams.
Yeah.
Gotta do some plugs here, boys.
Yeah, BB. I am currently dying. It is 90 degrees in this dark little box. I'm holding ice, and
it's 2 fans going.
It's not enough.
Hopefully you can't hear the fans.
Oh, I turned mine off.
That's fair. I do not care enough.
But today I have once again a lineup of songs for my family. Last time my full week was all songs that my dad had introduced me to, or made me think of my dad, because I don't know, I feel like a lot of people get their music taste from their parents. So, but
I think that was your second week. Yeah,
you're right, actually, because me and Allison split a week, and yeah, I got you.
The archives, they're in my head.
Exactly.
Sometimes.
You would, the archivist.
Wasn't here.
But this week we will be starting with songs from my dad, but it's because we're doing my family in age order. And not to out him, but he is the oldest in my family.
Yo, it's great. Your parents is the oldest?
I know, right? Unacceptable. Why am I not the oldest?
I mean, you are 20. You're so old.
I'm 20? Why would you say this to me? But yeah, I think up first it's the Pixies, right?
Yeah.
Gigantic by the Pixies. I love the Pixies. I haven't listened to enough of their songs to really say that I love the Pixies, but the songs that I do know, I adore. One of the classic bands that my dad would play when I was growing up. Classic. But this one I always thought was really funny because one of the chorus, pre-choruses is hey Paul, hey Paul, hey Paul. My dad's first name is Paul, so it was whoa, that's my dad.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Very fun. Again, Gigantic by Pixies.
This I know, his teeth as white as snow. What a gas it was to see him walk her every day into a shady place. The lips she said, it's Paul, 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 let's have a ball. It's Paul, 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 let's have a ball. It's Paul, 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 let's have a ball. Gigantic, a big, big love. Gigantic, a big, big love. Lovely legs they are, with a big black mess, with a hunk of love. He'd walk her every day into a shady place. He's like the dark, but I'd warn him. It's Paul, 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 let's have a ball. It's Paul, 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 let's have a ball. It's Paul, 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 let's have a ball. Gigantic, a big, big love. Gigantic, a big, big love.
by the Pixies. Kale, take it away.
So, it's a good song. Hopefully you can't hear the fan. I did cave and turn it back on. Or maybe Allison turned it on. I don't remember. But it's on
the
again.
couch. I can't believe
She's back on the couch, ladies and gentlemen. Let's all celebrate. Woo! Loma's also on the couch.
Woo!
Beloved Loma. That's a song.
Mm-hmm. And boy, howdy is it.
Did you grow up listening to the Pixies?
I did not. I was not one of the bands on my dad's radar.
That's
or
right.
my mom's, but I mean, dad music.
My dad's got cool music, so. I'm so sorry.
No,
I'm so sorry.
My dad was a Muse and a Red Hot Chili Pepper enjoyer.
That is also valid.
So.
Yeah.
It might also be generational, because our dads are pretty different.
Yeah, you're right.
Generation-wise.
And location-based.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Opposite ends of the country,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. And, well, I mean, my dad grew up in England. So,
that's two different countries.
Yeah, I was gonna
entirely.
say his proclivity for Pixies and James and stuff might just be because he's from England. So
You're right.
Yeah.
My dad's American. So.
Yeah. Built for tough.
I was not expecting this as a discussion topic. Hi, Dad. I hope you're listening in tonight.
Yeah. Hi, Dad. But yeah, this is just one of the ones I highly associate with him.
Mm-hmm.
All the Pixie songs are like that. I know from him. Like Where Is My Mind especially is like good song.
Mm-hmm.
Good song.
Banger.
I forget what the movie's called, but it's from a movie where Obi-Wan Kenobi's the star. So, but like
Ewan
little
McGregor?
baby Ewan McGregor. Yeah. Baby Ewan McGregor.
Love that.
But yeah, I've never seen the movie. I've just watched the music video many times.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
All right. The next song you have up for us is Chorus by Erasure.
Yeah. This was a song that when I was a kid I adored. There's a line and it's like, and all the fishes in the sea have gone to sleep, and I was like,
That's so cute.
I don't know why. It like really, I was like, yeah, that one. Mm-hmm. And I could never remember the name of the song or the band. Had no idea ever what the song was, and would constantly have to ask my dad, be like, Dad, what's the one with the fishes? And he's like, yeah, because he definitely knew what I was on about.
The one song with fishes.
Yeah, the one song with the fishes and the birds that covered up the sun.
Oh, okay, that's a bit more specific.
Yeah. We got there in the end eventually, but now Erasure's usually in my general music. Erasure has some bangers, and I feel like a lot of people actually know a few of their songs and just don't.
Yeah.
One of those bands that you don't realize it's their songs.
Yeah.
Good songs. You should listen to them.
And we will right now. This is Chorus by Erasure.
Dreaming for The sunlight rising over the horizon, just a distant memory. Don't chorus, but singing, bells ringing in our hearts, in our minds. And they covered up the sun till the birds have flown away, and the fishes in the sea have gone to sleep. And they covered up the sun till the birds have flown away, and the fishes in the sea have gone to sleep. And they covered up the sun till the birds have flown away, and the fishes in the sea have gone to sleep.
That is Chorus by Erasure. Kale, what do you have to say about this song?
Well, when we got to the first Fishes in the Sea line, you were like, the first one, yeah. There's only one in the, it's not like they sing it all the time in this thing.
Nope.
You were like, wow, actually, you know, I think I would have really gravitated that as a kid, because, like, and the Fishes in the Sea, it's just, it is,
They're sleepy?
it's so silly. It's so, but, like, it's very catchy. I enjoy it a lot. And then there's, like, the line, the sunrise is rising over the horizon. It's like, whoa. They got 3 rises in there, and it's like, it's like when you had the 1, 2, 3, 4 song, and how you were like, wow, this is revolutionary songwriting.
They can count?
They can count with, and they mean 2 things. It's like, whoa.
Right.
And I was like, whoa, that's what music is.
Right.
It's also like 70s, 80s, like techno pop stuff, and it's like, yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. The next song you have up first is Elastic Heart by Sia.
Yes, so we are now transitioning into my mom's music, and I have a really funny story about this song for some reason. When I was a kid, like I'm definitely not a kid anymore. I'm 20. I mean, I know everything about the world.
whole adult.
A whole adult. My mom went into a. Yeah, what you gotta say,
What?
Julianna?
I said nothing. I didn't do anything.
I said mom, and she looked over like I'm British.
That's crazy.
My mother went into Stop and Shop and came back out to tell me that someone in there was singing along to Sia's Elastic Heart whenever it came out and was like popular on the radio. But they were singing I've Got an Elastic Cup. And to this day, me and my mother have no idea how they thought that was the word, could hear the word, could sing that openly in public. We think it's beautiful. Right. So I want you to listen for I've Got an Elastic Cup when you're listening to this song.
All right. Elastic Heart by Sia.
Another one bites the dust. Oh, why can I not conquer love? And I might have thought that we would win. Why not to fight this war with our weapons? And I wanted it
was Elastic Heart by Sia. Kale, what do you have to say?
Ho-ho. I was sitting here listening to the song, which I put in here for my mother because I was like, hilarious story about my mother, right? Which the second song I have for my mom also has a hilarious story and is also a bop. But I'm sitting here listening to the song, and I'm like, wow, this kind of applies. My mom's really tough, and she goes through a lot. My mom has cancer. She has a type of leukemia. I got parental approval to say that. I had to be like, the beep boop bop, mother, is it okay? She's doing fine, you know, there's good days and bad days, but she is very strong. She does a lot. So, different spin on this song that is about more, like, potentially, like, toxic relationships, but, you know, I feel like most people have toxic relationships with their body, so, but, my mom is very strong, and she has an elastic heart, or an elastic cup, whichever you prefer. The next song that I have on for my mom. Oh, you got something?
Yeah, it is 7:19 here in the studio.
Oh, you know what that means,
you
boys.
You have to shout something out on campus.
My turn. Okay, so, it is, what's the date? It's the 13th. It is April 13th. It is a Thursday. Where was I going with this? Okay.
You got this.
On April 30th, Spiel is hosting a quote-unquote beach party. We are going to be getting a bunch of water guns and, like, maybe some kiddie pools and, like, towels and popsicles and stuff like that, and setting it all up on the volleyball pits that's behind a couple of the frat houses and in front of Wood. And it's like, I think it's 2 to 4, and it's going to replace like the general Spiel meeting on the Sunday. So you guys should come and hang out and steal all their popsicles.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, come eat them all, please.
Exactly. All right, and now the next song you have up for your mom.
Ho-ho! So, the next song I have up for my mom is Fortunate Son. And my mother, when she was in middle school or high school, I don't remember. It's not my story, it's my mom's. It was playing or something or whatever, and a student in her class thought that the song, when it says the line, "It ain't me," sounded like it said Ellen Mead, which was her then name. Her maiden name is Mead. So they thought it was a song about her.
Very fun.
So another really weird mishearing song from my mother. But again, it was a very good song.
Oh
so.
yeah, I'm excited. Yeah. All right, Fortunate Son by Creedence Clearwater Revival. That was Fortunate Son by Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Oh. I had pointed out to my lovely ladies on the couch that this song is in Kong Skull Island, and we were talking about how that was a perfectly acceptable movie, and not just because Tom Hiddleston is gorgeous.
You three would.
Brie Larson is also there.
Brie Larson is also gorgeous. Samuel L. Jackson is also gorgeous. So we've got a variety. Random weird side tangent, but the skull crawlers that come up from the earth in Kong, like the main bad guys in it, look a ton, like a freakishly like, whoa, I can word today.
You're doing great.
The heat stroke is real. They look scarily like the monster that chases you in Temple Run.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
The first time I watched the movie, I was like, why do those look so familiar? I've never seen these before in my life. And it took me, like, watching it for a second time to be like, oh my god, it's the guy in Temple Run. And it's so irrelevant to, like, everything. But I was,
it's relevant
wow.
to me.
It's exactly, you get it. You get it. Yeah.
Temple Run is a staple video game in most of our generation.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
haven't played that game in so long.
Right?
I wonder if it's still real.
I'm
sure it is. There was like 8 of them.
All right. The next song you have up for us is Geronimo by So You Say.
So we are transitioning into my the middle child of my family. I am the eldest. I have 2 younger brothers. Their names are Connor, and he's 16, 15, 16, crying, and Cameron, who's about to be 14. Please don't be upset if I'm wrong. I know roughly what their ages are. Temple Run is real! Allison on the couch has confirmed that Temple Run is still real and on the App Store. Get it today, I guess. It is free, not sponsored. I'm sure they have plenty of money already. But Geronimo is a song that I remember when, my mom was working at a hair salon called Rapture, like 6 or 7 years ago, I think. I think that's when this came out, and me and Connor loved this song. But this is Connor's segment of songs.
All right. Again, Geronimo by So You Say.
Can you feel it? Now it's coming back. We can steal it. If we bridge this gap, I can see you through the curtains of the waterfall. When I lost it, yeah, you held my hand, but I tossed it. Didn't understand you were waiting as I dove into the waterfall. So say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo. Can you feel the bombs away, bombs away, bombs away? Can you feel bombs away, bombs away, bombs away? Well, we rushed it, move away too fast, and we crushed it. But it's in the past. We can make this leap through the curtains of the waterfall. So say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo, say Geronimo. Can you feel bombs away, bombs away, bombs away? Can you feel bombs away, bombs away, bombs away?
That was Geronimo by So You Say. Kale.
Oh. Sorry, the sleepiness just hit me in the face.
I could see it in your eyes.
Oh my god. I've been spinning in my chair, like just spinning, back and forth now. Before we started, like actually in circles, and I sleepy. They put the baby in the trunk, and the baby's asleep now. It's me, I'm the baby.
You're the baby?
Da Vinci?
Stream of consciousness at this point.
Yeah, it's bad. This is why we have the set list prepared ahead of time for us to beep boop bop, press the button, and then we're good.
That's all I do here is beep boop bop.
Yeah, no real work is put into this at all. You don't put lots of time and effort into this whatsoever.
Time?
No.
Me? I have time?
Julianna puts effort into things, like way too much effort into most things in her life. Charles. That's for people with ADHD.
You're right. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know anyone.
I don't know anyone.
We say getting on a tangent.
Yeah,
away from the song.
completely not talking about the radio anymore.
All right, Geronimo.
Geronimo.
Say Geronimo.
What if I don't?
Banger song.
It is a fun word. It is a fun song. I brought up when it came on, and I was like, I'm pretty sure Marcelo has already said he really likes this song, but this is a prime example of a song that Marcelo would be very normal about. Like, this is like high school Marcelo, like, yeah, you know, and his little anime protagonist walk, you know, you know. Yeah, he's got the good music on, so nothing can touch him.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why he listens to Bruno Mars so much.
Exactly. Avid Bruno Mars enjoyer.
Yeah. Up next, we have Bud Like You, which is an AJR song. One that I don't know super well, like I've heard it a few times and whatever. I really liked like a handful of AJR songs when I was late middle school, early high school, and that's when Connor had asked me, like, hey, what music should I listen to? And I was like, boy howdy, Eminem, Imagine Dragons, and AJR. There you go.
Classic
and
middle
it's
school
still
things.
the main things that he listens to this day are those like 3 artists that and John Bellion. Those are the 4 artists I handed him, and he's never let them go. He listens to all their new stuff and stuff. This summer I got to take him to his first ever concert, and it was an AJR concert, and it was right before I left for England for like 2 months. So I had a blast with him. It was a great time. He seemed to have a great time. And so this was the song I picked, more catered to him being my bud.
You're right. Bud Like You by AJR.
Way up, way up, way up to the sky. When everybody here is sneaking in and getting high. Way up, way up, way up to the moon. Boy, it's good to know I got a bud like you. Enough, enough. There's no celebrities here, so why's the bouncer taking everything so seriously? It's you and I. It's cool you feel the same. Like why's the DJ here if he's just pressing play? Kicking in the basement, kicking in the basement, hating all the same things too. If I need to pick me up, would you come and pick me up? I could really use a bud like you to pick me way up, way up, way up to the sky. When everybody here is sneaking in and getting high. Way up, way up, way up to the moon. Boy, it's good to know I got a bud like you. Way up, way up, way up to the sky. When everybody here is sneaking in and getting high. Way up, way up, way up to the moon. Boy, it's good to know I got a bud like you. Boy, it's good to know I got a bud like you. Enough, enough. There's no one here that we know. I think I knew a girl who knew the host, but she's heading home. We're standing laughing at the disco ball, like who'd invest in that when no one's looking at it? Kicking in the basement, kicking in the basement, hating all the same things too. If I need to pick me up, would you come and pick me up? I could really use a bud like you to pick me way up, way up, way up to the sky. When everybody here is sneaking in and getting high. Way up, way up, way up to the moon. Boy, it's good to know I got a bud like you. Way up, way up, way up to the sky. When everybody here is sneaking in and getting high. Way up, way up, way up to the moon. Boy, it's good to know I got a bud like you. Boy, it's good to know I got a bud like you. the sky when everybody here is sneaking in and getting high. Way up, way up, way up to the moon. Boy, it's good to know I got a butt like you. Way up, way up, way up to the sky when everybody here is sneaking in and getting high. We're getting way up, way up, way up to the moon. Boy, it's good to know I got a butt like you. Boy, it's good to know I got a butt like you. Boy, it's good to know I got a butt like you. Boy, it's good to know I got a butt like you.
That was Bud Like You by AJR.
Boy, howdy was it. And let me tell you.
Go on.
Full stop. No, I didn't have anything to say after that. I just wanted to say that.
Let me tell you. Head empty. No
You're
thoughts.
right. No thoughts.
Mhm.
No thoughts.
Uh-huh.
Eyes completely glazed over. Absolutely nothing in there. That was the second of my Connor songs, so sadly we have to move on from there. Like I mentioned earlier, Eminem and Imagine Dragons are also like very much in that Connor music. Eminem would be kind of hard to have on here, and Imagine Dragons I adore, but I think he likes like the newer half of their music more, and I like the older half of their music more. So we've got like this a little bit of a line,
Yeah.
which makes sense. But
Different
the
bands.
whatever the album with like Polaroid and stuff on it for Imagine Dragons, I think it's Smoke and Mirrors. Good album. 8th grade me over the moon for that album. I recently started playing it again because I put it on my Dungeon Characters playlist, and I've been like, yeah, actually these are my songs. You're right. But now we're getting into the youngest human in my family, Cameron, who's my little guy, my mini-me, right? And his first song is Avocado Baby by Los Campesinos. This is, I think, the first song that I ever played for him by Los Campesinos, which is my favorite band. I'm actually wearing a t-shirt from the concert I took him to this summer of theirs, which was also Cameron's first concert, which was very cool to take both my brothers to their first concerts this summer. And this song is, the title is so stupid, but it's the Avocado Baby bit is about like, it's like heart of stone and rind is tough as steel or whatever. It's like you're like a defensive person and love won't penetrate you because like you've seen your friends be broken by it, so you're an avocado, which is such a stupid premise, but it's also really fun.
Yeah.
And the music video has like this weird game show like plot to it, and it's all like a little dystopia. It's a little weird. But I am so normal about Los Campesinos, as you in particular would know, because you live with me.
Yeah, anytime I leave my dorm, and Kale's left on their own in the dorm,
Yeah.
they will put Los Campesinos
Yeah.
on my Alexa, and I can tell because I can see what music is being played from it, and so I'm like, oh, Los Camp is on.
Yeah.
Kale's alone.
It's whenever I'm alone, and it's like a lot of times when I'm alone, I'm like, damn, wow, I'm all alone. There's no people. I'm so sad, so lonely. Beaver. And so Los Campesinos, it fixes everything. I mean, you break your foot, Los Campesinos, you're good, good to go. Here's Avocado Baby.
Yeah, by Los Campesinos. Avocado Baby by Los Campesinos. Kale, what did you say about this one?
Well, first off, I think you actually had to shout something out.
I did, but you can go after you.
I interrupted you last time. I'm sorry. I did the segue for her. Allison pointed out, Allison on her very own personal couch on the floor.
She moved away.
She brings the couch wherever her heart and home is. That's where the couch is. Allison is the couch.
I think this is what we figured out. Yeah.
Oh no, she looks so upset. I'm so sorry.
This is what she gets for moving.
Okay.
This is what you get for moving.
You're like a really, really good couch. You know, like a fun colored with the cool, like the corduroy button vibes. You know, like a good couch. You've got a great texture. Good couch. I'm so sorry.
Avocado Baby.
Yeah, Allison on the couch was like, wow, this is a song. And she was like, there's a lot of shouting. What else did you say? Like, what were your vibes?
Well, I have feedback loop in my ear.
You're so right, actually.
So I could hear them talking about avocados while they were all singing at
Yeah.
once. There was a lot at once.
She's a producering, so she's got a headphone in to make sure that everything sounds okay in the 1 minute and a half delay. So she gets the beginning bit where they're screaming about avocados, and then the current live bit where they're also singing in chorus about avocados, and
everyone's singing about avocados.
She was saying that was a vibe, and I was spinning.
Again,
Yeah.
as you do.
Yeah. Next song we have up for I'm so sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Alright, so we have something to shout out on campus, and it is Spiel's Milkshake Monday, which is going to be this upcoming Monday. It is the second to last one we have, so make sure you go. We have smoothie stuff, milkshake stuff, the usual. Again, this Monday, Mauer length, 6:30 to 8:30, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. I have 3 exec members in here in this room who remember.
You're an exec member.
I don't remember things. They remember things better than I can.
Valid.
Alright, but yeah, the next song you have up is Concrete by Lovejoy.
Yeah. One of the rare clean Lovejoy songs. We had to check. Cameron is a big Wilbur-Soot fan. I'm a big Wilbur-Soot fan. Haven't watched very much Stream S&P anything in a long time, but over COVID, big thing for me and Cameron. Big bonding thing was watching very, very dumb Tommy Edit streams and just being like, haha, the outside world, it's real, I promise. It's right there. So he, I like to think that he likes all the music that I like, but I know that he likes Lovejoy, and he will actively seek out Los Campesinos when he feels like it. So these are the two bands that I've really instilled in Cameron. So yeah.
Alright, Concrete by Lovejoy.
But with the prose of a standard English drunk, she says, hope the salt water ruins your clothes, and I hope you spend the rest of your life sleeping alone. I hope the problems that make your life harder sit stubborn in your stomach like your kidney stones. And yet, all this over a kiss. You weren't there, why you pressed by this? But now it's turning 3 in the morning. The bouncers put you on his 3rd warning, but I'm still here, I'm not leaving. March up to bus stop station with pissed off eyes glossed with early conversations, and the consequence of your desperation is the people on the night bus have to listen to you. And all I'm saying is, how can you look at yourself in the window pane without wanting to hit sends through the condensation. All this over a kiss. You weren't there, so why you pressed by this? Now it's turning 3 in the morning. The bouncers put you on his third warning, but I'm still here and I'm not leaving. You won't get what you need. You know it's always the same result. Maybe I had it my way, so far from me. So what you say to me? 'Cause I'm not sure. They let you off easily.
That was Concrete by Lovejoy. Kale.
So that was the last of the human family members' songs. Emphasis on human. We are moving on to my bestest buds song. Songs. There's 2 of them actually. But real quick on Concrete. It's one of my favorite Lovejoy songs, I think. I really like Lovejoy. They're really easy to listen to, but also if you like tune in to the lyrics, it's like, whoa, actually, what is going on? There's a heck of a whole lot of world building, and it's I enjoy it a lot. Sometimes you need a complex song to be really confused about.
Exactly.
But yeah, apparently Cameron approves of my song choices for him. I don't know what the rest of my family thinks about their songs, but my mother says that Cameron liked his 2 songs. So
You're 1 for 4.
yeah. Up next, I have songs for my dog Chevy. He is half German Shepherd, half Red Heeler, which is an Australian cattle dog. So he is like half a dingo, basically, domesticated dingo. He's the most adoring little bean in the world. He was returned to he's a big guy, but like in his heart, he's a lapdog. He was returned to the shelter like 3 times, and we got him when he was like 11 months old. So like abandoned like 3 times in 11 months.
Jeez.
So he has extreme abandonment issues. Every time anyone, especially my dad, leaves the house, he screams at the window, like, no, please, take me with you. And then he just sits in the window and waits for him to come home.
Aww.
My dad is his favorite person. I am a far-off second, but I am second. And then the rest of my family, I'll fight about who's 3rd and 4th, but they know their places. You know, I'm second, which means he's really sad when I'm away at school. And my dad also travels for work sometimes, so he gets sad. So these songs are for him.
Yeah, the first one you have is You Spin Me Around Like a Record by Dead or Alive.
This one was actually a recommendation from one of my other roommates. Shout out to Maya. She knows. Because she stayed with me and my family for a few weeks over winter break because we went on a Broadway trip. And she suggested this song because Chevy will spin and chase his tail until his legs fall off.
Love that. Alright, You Spin Me Around Like a Record. Alright, that was You Spin Me Round Like a Record from Dead or Alive.
Boy, howdy was it.
Mhm.
Whenever I call home, a lot of times if I have the time to, I'll FaceTime and or WhatsApp FaceTime, because our dorm in particular does not like
No.
phone connection at
Not at
all.
all.
And when I was in England over the summer, I needed a very expensive way to communicate with my family, so we all got WhatsApp because it's like the best international.
Yeah.
Most international families use it. So I'll call on the FaceTime equivalent of WhatsApp, and they will stream my face to the big TV that we have in our living room, so my dad can see Fortnite. And Chevy will be like, "Oh my God, it's her. She's back." And he will bark at me, and he will start spinning. So I will just sit there and yell "spin" at him. And my dad really doesn't like it when he spins, because he's loud and stupid. But I love it. It's part of why we have him is because he was chasing his tail at the shelter, and Cameron was like, "Daddy, I want that one." And my dad was like, "You know what, actually," and then we took him home that day. Yeah, he spin forever. He's like a record. Yeah.
He's going around.
Exactly. The next song we have up for him is Human Behavior by Bjork. And I was debating on the last song to do for him. I was like, I could do yesterday or 2 days ago, I looked up songs about running. I was like, he likes to run. One of the first ones that came up was Dog Days, which I thought was really funny because my dad had suggested that specifically just because it's, dog. But Julianna's really normal about Florence, and I don't want to take that away from her, on a week that she could have it. And then I was looking at Bjork for potentially changing one of my dad's songs, because I really liked both my dad's songs, but I was like, but her. And I read the lyrics to Human Behavior, which is the Bjork song that I associate with my family. It's that's the one I know because of my dad. And I was like, oh yeah, actually this is just my dog's perspective of what's going on in the house at all times. So it became his second song.
Nice. Alright, Human Behavior by Bjork.
If you ever get close to a human and human behavior, be ready to get confused. And me and my head after, there's definitely
That was Human Behavior by Bjork. Kale, what do you have to say about this song?
Oh, well, I don't know if it was about this song or the last song, but I have it on good word that Chevy was in fact spinning listening to the radio. Probably because he knows my voice and freaks out every time he hears it, especially if I say his name, and I've said it many times. But yeah, that's about all we've got for you guys today.
Yeah, thank you so much for listening in to WBCR 90.3 FM Beloit. This was Beloit Circus Jams, hosted by yours truly, Julianna. Be sure to follow our Instagram. That is Beloit_circus_jams. I hope you have a good night.